You guys remember the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union? It started in 1947 and lasted until 1991. That is what we are on the precipice of in the NBA. And it's locked in the Western Conference. And this is going on between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. Both sides are militarizing. They're setting their plan in motion to either be dominant or be dominated. They are both stockpiling their picks, clearing cap space. The Lakers have cleared a ton of cap space with some of their free agent guys opting out. Some of them will come back, but most of them aren't coming back for the Lakers. Then you look at the Golden State Warriors. They are lining up pieces in terms of Andrew Wiggins. Even Draymond Green might be on the table. Their draft picks. Both sides are quietly arming up for the next season. Part of this is because of the Bradley Beal sweepstakes. Everybody wants to go after Bradley Beal. Everybody wants to see what's the next trade they can make to make their team better. And this is setting up to be Western Conference, I want to say golden era. Because the Western Conference has always essentially been like the NBA Finals, especially the Western Conference Finals. It's always been better than NBA Finals. But this Western Conference Finals coming up and for many years to come, especially because LeBron is in the Western Conference now, Warriors, Lakers will essentially become a Cold War rivalry that we will be blessed to see for the next 2 to 3 years. I mean, when you really think about it, both teams have excellent coaches, excellent players. They're willing to adjust. Smart GMs and Rob Pelinka and Bob Myers. They're willing to roll the dice. They're very aggressive. And the fact that they have to contend and go after some of the same pieces is a daunting task, but it's exciting because you're going to be seeing now a back and forth in terms of who gets out of the West. Is it the Lakers? Is it the Warriors? Who gets this player? Who gets Bradley Beal? Lakers, Warriors. One thing both sides have to contend with, they have that $28 million contract that they have to trade for. So that means that something is going to take a hit in terms of personnel and depth. Think about the Warriors. They get rid of Wiggins and another piece. Now they have a 3-guard lineup. What happens if one of the guards get hurt? Same thing with the Lakers. You have balance with LeBron and AD, but if you trade to get Bradley Beal, now we're talking about you don't have a bench. And now LeBron and AD have to play heavy minutes. AD is injury prone, and LeBron is getting up there in age. So this militarized Western Conference is something to watch, something to see, and it's going to be one of those quiet, contentious, but competitive in terms of not only the sport, but organizations. We are going to have two juggernaut organizations going head-to-head with star power on both sides to show galore, and we're just going to sit back and eat popcorn. I mean, for the fact that Vegas is giving the Warriors like a 4-1 chance. The Lakers already have the best odds to repeat, but they got to watch out what the Golden State Warriors do because the Warriors are willing to roll the dice. They have just as much seasoned veterans and star power in terms of, you know, their core three as the Lakers. They had a stronghold in NBA for 5 straight consecutive years until this year. This is why I compare it to the Cold War, because you look at the Soviet Union and the United States, they both had strongholds on their respective regions, and eventually they had to collide in one shape or another, which was a lot of backdoor dealings. And that's what we're going to see. We're not going to really see it on the court. We're going to see it behind the scenes, and I just can't wait, because once it gets behind the scenes is done, now we're going to see, okay, who came out with what and how they're going to compete down the line. I can't wait to see it. Hoops Junction, Hoops Super. Like, comment, subscribe.